All right, guys. Well, hello. I'm Crystal. We've actually never fully met before, but I know of both you all, obviously. So just want to have a conversation with you guys and get to know you guys a little bit more. So I've heard you guys are really good friends. How did that start?
I don't know. I think as we just kept getting called in, kind of just grew a chemistry, and then started hanging out a bunch.
Yeah.
And
Did you guys get your first caps at the same time, or?
No,
mine it's a year before, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Very nice. So, obviously, I know a little bit about you guys, but what I do know is, through your social medias. And DeAndre, I see that you're very into fashion and always rocking a new hairstyle. I'm like, okay, I see that. So is that something you're like into right now, or is it something that you want to continue like after?
Both of those. I'm very into it right now.
Okay.
And, got a little thing that's almost ready to get started up. A little fashion line is almost ready to get started up.
Okay, that's nice.
Should be coming up early in the spring.
Drop that. Thank you. Yeah.
But yeah, I think hopefully that's what I'd like to do after I'm done as well. So it's good to start now and kind of get my foot in the game.
Yeah, for sure. Would it be, you think, just athlete based, or would it, would you
I'll
open it up to just everybody?
No, open up to everybody.
Cool.
I'll open up to everybody. That's the goal. I mean, I wouldn't really even call it like sporty wear.
Yeah.
It's more just like casual.
Okay.
So,
Cool. Nice. So Bobby, what things off the pitch are you kind of interested in?
Right now, just playing video games. Kind of kick it.
Oh
I
my
got a
gosh.
dog. Just no real plan B, kind of just going with the flow, and then
Okay.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So you recently got married. Congrats. That's awesome. Did a lot of the players get to go to your wedding, or?
Nope.
No. Oh, did I bring up something? I'm sorry.
Just a small wedding.
Okay.
One of my girls she's from Copenhagen.
Nice.
Just like family, and it was just kind of quick.
Yeah.
Quickie, and then
Okay. All right. Honestly,
It was-
yeah. Don't beat him up too much. You want to, small wedding. That's fine.
Sorry.
So you guys both play overseas.
Mhm.
You went at age 14,
Yeah.
very young age. And you went. How old were you when? Okay. So you guys were both pretty young when you went overseas. I know for you there was a language barrier kind of thing. Was it super challenging at first, or was it everything you kind of thought it would be at first?
I really did not know what to expect. Germany, the language is pretty rough, but I was lucky I went with another player.
Yeah.
So the first year he was with me, it kind of helped me, grind into it, but it was a very tough process.
Yeah. Okay.
Being with
Yeah. DeAndre, what about you? I didn't play in the Premier League now.
Yeah.
Newcastle, it must be
Yeah.
intense week in,
No,
week
for
out.
sure. I think obviously anybody that watches the Prem,
Mhm.
you just see the intensity of it, the quality of this in the league. So I think the biggest thing for me going over there was just kind of getting used to how big of a sport it is over there.
Yeah.
You see that coming from America, where it's still,
It's growing.
it's growing.
Yeah.
It's not the biggest sport yet. So it's a bit of a tough transition for me. The first year was a little bit rough, but I think looking back on it, I learned a lot, and learned some of the most valuable lessons that I could have taken for the rest of my career.
Were they very welcoming to you both? I mean, they probably had this like stereotype of Americans coming over, that kind of thing. Where
Yeah, I can't lie. I thought everybody's pretty welcoming to me.
Nice.
To be honest, I'm not the kind of person that's going to go and kind of puff my chest out.
Yeah.
Try to act like a big person when I first come to a team.
Mhm.
But I think everybody took me on pretty well. Was welcoming, and for the most part, it was good.
Same with you, Bobby?
Not really.
Were people shoving your head in the mud? Like,
No, it was kind of rough at first, but you kind of just learned from it.
Yeah. Awesome.
It's great.
You guys are better for it. So,
Yeah.
so I don't really know on the men's side, but are you guys is playing overseas still a trend, or is it like kind of a norm now? I feel like I've looked at the rosters and it's kind of like split pretty evenly. Some guys play in MLS, some are overseas. Do you think it's just preference?
Yeah, I think, obviously you have the Premier League and Bundesliga, or the Liga, or whatever. Maybe it's no secret those leagues right now are leading the top leagues in the world. So, I think when you're young and you get an opportunity to make that move, then it's a good move to make. If it's right for you. But obviously some guys prefer to stay here. Like me, I stayed in the MLS for a bit, and did well here, and then made the move. Some people just prefer different things, but I think both routes are great. It's just really personal preference.
Yeah. Okay. You went at a very, very young age, so.
I went pretty young. I wouldn't recommend it, especially being away from family so early. But I think everyone has their different path, and I think it's just important to challenge yourself. To become the best player you can be. And
definitely.
I think that's what counts.
Yeah, for sure. So what about the travel? I mean, it must be crazy, kind of going back to Europe, getting called into camps. Are you guys just like shot for the first day or two, like when you get kind of back in the U.S.?
Yeah, it's pretty rough. We're waking up at like 3:45.
Yeah.
I just got nothing to do. Just kind of mess around.
Well, it's good. You guys both are going through it, so it's you don't feel bad waking each other up. Probably like, dude, are you asleep? Because I can't sleep.
It's really tough. You look at like Tim Howard, he took a year off. First, I was wondering, why would you do that? But now that you're in it, you realize going back and forth, and I don't know, people during international breaks, usually the guys who don't go with the international team get a little break.
Yeah.
But the fact that you don't have that, sometimes you don't have that time with your family, to have that break away with them, from just getting away from football in general, it can be tough. So, it is tough, the travel stuff, but it's part of what we signed up for. So we got to do it. And, it's also not a bad thing to travel. There's some people who never really experienced
seeing new
different
places.
countries and different things to go to the parts of it as well.
Definitely. With so many of you guys playing, in different countries, I feel like that must be challenging, like coming into a camp and then, one player's playing in Spain, Germany, England, all over, and then you guys are dropped in camp and you like have to get a feel for each other again. I feel like that's a challenge you guys go through that we don't really go through as much because there's 5 of us on a team, kind of know somewhat each other and things like that. So for you, is it, it takes a while to get into the groove of camp, I would say?
I think the first couple of days you kind of need to get into the groove.
Yeah.
But, I think it's important that everyone just gets on the same page and kind of just identifies with each other. And I think it'll be fine after that.
So do you guys consider yourself veterans on the team now? Or you guys are what, 25, 24? 25, 24? Okay. It's like one of those weird ages where you're like, I'm not young, but I'm not,
I think in this camp, definitely do.
Yeah.
Between me and him, we have the most camps. So I think we have the most experience here. But it is odd because it does feel like our debuts in our first camps was just
like yesterday.
So it's a kind of an odd feeling to make that transition. It's been kind of a quick transition from the guy who is the young guy coming into camp and make sure he tries to fit him in right. Is to now you're taking the young guys and you're trying to fit them in and make sure they feel comfortable and welcome. So.
Is it easy kind of to, I would say, like reach out to others? I know, like honestly, when you're in camp, it's like there's a grind. You're trying to be the best player you can be. And is it easy reaching out to other players or, helping them along? Or
it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. I think everybody that's involved with the system is a good guy and wants the best for the players. So I don't think that's a problem. We get problems with this team. So I think it's a real bright point for our team.
Yeah. Okay, great. Well, camp's been going well, right? Besides the weather, it's been. I apologize, but I haven't been here long enough to apologize. So. Yeah, the weather's been wild, but hearing you guys have been having a strong camp and in preparation for Paraguay, so that'll be good. I'm excited to watch, and I appreciate you guys sitting down with me, and I really enjoy this time learning about you guys because I think it's good for the women's side and the men's side to like learn a bit more about each other and not kind of scroll through social media like, okay, this is what DeAndre's up to with his little fashion line. Better get my discount. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, let's.
Yeah, we got a question for you.
Oh gosh, okay. I was like, what's going on?
How did it feel to win the She Believes Cup?
Yeah, it's. I mean, trophies. It's always a great feeling. But I think I'm the type that likes to take lessons away from even winning. The team is still growing. We're still trying to get into our groove, and we have a lot to take away. Obviously, if we can get results with, I think, even not us playing at our best, I think that's something great. But it's about building on that and building on that. Each camp is. It's like a check mark, but you can't really go into the next camp thinking we did that in the past. Let's rest on our laurels. So yeah, it's been great, and wish you all the best of luck. Obviously in this game and the rest of the process. Yeah. Thank you guys.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.